The potential Ben Simmons, the potential rookie of the year, a familiar starting five for Philadelphia, and away we go. The Sixers control the tip. 6 days off for Philadelphia after they dispatched Miami in 5 games, and it is Redick who is Philadelphia's best playoff scorer. Saric underneath with the rebound and the putback.
Yeah, Saric got switched off. They had Marcus Smart on him, and he just was too big. Went up and got that offensive rebound and put it back in. Celtics will switch a lot, and they've got to keep those guys off the board after they do switch.
Boston winning in 7 over the Milwaukee Bucks. It was a grind-em-out series in which the home team won all 7 games as Terry Rozier at a career playoff high in Game 7 picks up right where he left off.
Boy, you're not lying. That last game I just see Joel Embiid who can make that three. Boy, walked down and just stared at Baines before he shot it. But you're
inside, J.J. Redick, ball fake, has it blocked by Rozier, gets it back and scores. Quick hands of J.J. Redick.
And a nice cut by Redick. Had Tatum watching the ball, and he cut right behind him. Got in, missed the initial lay-in, but then tipped it in.
Redick has been so good in the postseason, averaging 20 points per game. #1 scorer for Philadelphia in that series with Miami. Tatum on the drive, scores, and 1 for the rookie from Duke. It's rendered him out for tonight's game, although the MRI came up clean and positive news for Jaylen Brown. Saric on the runner, gets it to go. About the hatred you guys had for one another. I mean, that's what really builds these kind of rivalries. And it's fun to get it renewed here with a bunch of new faces. Al Horford, little turnaround, gets one on the block.
Yeah.
And they are both now built. Different rebuilding scenario altogether, but both built to be good for a while. Here's one of the young faces that is emerging as a playoff star, Terry Rozier. In the first quarter, game 1 of this best-of-7 Eastern Conference semifinal round. Rozier shakes Bellinelli.
Nice controlled move there by Terry Rozier. Shook him, hit him with a little body, stopped on a dime, and got the basket, comes up with a steal here.
Rozier the deflection, Rozier for 3, got it. Tracks presented by Hulu. Brad Stevens and Brett Brown. Brett Brown, a New Englander from Portland, Maine, as Embiid out of the timeout hits a shot. That's a field goal for the first time in about 4.5 minutes on the game clock for Philadelphia. A 15-4 run by the Celtics. Trimmed with that basket by Joel Embiid. Marcus Smart will pull it on Ilyasova. He comes up empty. On the push is Simmons, finds Redick. Redick gives it up. Simmons to the hole, a two-handed jam. Simmons on the drive. Simmons gives it up. Nice dish right in the basket of Ilyasova. Joel Embiid finds his point guard. And here's Bellinelli for 3. Yes! A surge by the Sixers coming out of that timeout.
If you haven't seen the Sixers play, get ready for a lot of threes in transition. That was a beautiful play by Simmons, getting Bellinelli a wide open shot. Oh my.
Wow. Oh, and Marcus Morris on the receiving end. Boy, how good was that from Rozier?
Just trying to keep length on him, trying to keep the game, in front of us, but he's very dynamic. He's hard to guard.
And our thanks to Brett Brown, grew up just some tendon that was surgically repaired just 6 weeks ago. He's not putting up the big scoring numbers in his return, but he's certainly affecting the game. Boy, nice take to the basket by J.J. Redick. His first run of this game, he did an excellent job. He was on Dwayne Wade duty for the Sixers in round 1. Redick from Embiid, got it. Set him up beautifully, the big man. Has ended up taking the playing time away from Markelle Fultz in this playoff series, an adjustment that was made in Game 4 for Brett Brown against Miami. And Embiid, who has plenty of skills away from the basket. Boston in transition, wanting to push it when they can. Smart finds Marcus Morris in the corner. Marcus to Marcus.
Or as they say out here, Marcus to Marcus.
Just over 60 games in the middle of the year, tried to remake his shot. It just wasn't quite ready for the playoff stage yet. McConnell has been. Here's Ogilvy for three. He's got it. Chevy Ogilvy, the rookie from SMU. He does not like wearing it for sure. And the fact that it fogs up quickly is something they're still trying to tweak as he continues on. Horford working on Embiid. Wow, that was pretty. Wayne Larkin on the floor, operating as the backup point guard in the absence of Kyrie Irving, moving Rozier to the starting role.
They got the switch they wanted. Bellinelli on Big L, exactly.
Good eye, Kevin.
He just took it to the rack and laid it in, slam dunk.
Rotation we saw a lot of in that 7-game series against Milwaukee with Larkin and Rozier on the floor together. Larkin has been terrific though. Gets deep, gets it to Al Horford.
Great pass by Larkin.
Al Horford has scored the last 6 points for Boston. Tatum crossover, gets by Bellinelli. Wow, was that pretty and lightning quick. 7 threes now. It's a 14-4 run for the Celtics. Celtics began the quarter with a 3-point lead. Sixers went on a 7-0 run. There's Horford again.
They're taking a lot of threes in transition right now, very early. Let's just see if they get some nice ball movement, get everybody comfortable with the ball and the movement.
And here's Ben Simmons on the drive, scores it off the glass. That is a weapon that most do not have. A point guard at that size who is a pass-first point guard. Most of his points either coming inside the paint or coming from the free throw line. He's a reluctant shooter, and he still can be the best player on the floor in spurts. Aaron Baines in the corner, and he hits a three over Embiid. Title with San Antonio. And Boston getting him from Detroit. First year with the Celtics. Embiid gets some space and knocks it down.
Three from that left corner.
Tatum made 8 3-pointers in the 7-game series against Milwaukee. 14 points here in game 1. Redick gives it back, and Simmons with the left-handed throwdown. Has 9 points. Tatum patient, waiting for Al Horford. Horford scored 8 of 10 for the Celtics in a window a moment ago, and he's got 2 more on the board. And Big Al picking up right where he left off in Game 7 against Milwaukee. Outstanding television play-by-play voice of the Celtics. Getting a chance to be a fan for this one. 9-point Boston lead. Tatum on the give from Horford.
Beautiful upcut by Tatum.
We'll see if they do try a 2-for-1 here as the clock ticks. Rozier finds Horford, gives it right back. Rozier for 3. Yes!
2 guys who are on fire.
Covington, wow, with eyes in the back of his head, gets that steal on a pass from Baines. And Embiid now passes up a 3. Draws a crowd as he always does. Embiid just drew 1 foul in that first half and scores over Horford this time.
Oof, that was Big Al is a very, very good defender, really smart, but Joel Embiid just big boyed him there. Just got him in the paint, took 2 extra dribbles and shot a 2-footer.
15 points for Joel Embiid. Has 15 points, 9 rebounds. And Horford down there with Ben Simmons. Marcus Smart will pull a 3 on Saric. He'll hit it. And a new shot clock for Boston as Smart working on Simmons. Here's Rozier for 3. Another one down for Terry Rozier. It's 4 home wins for Boston against Milwaukee. Here's Embiid out of the timeout and strong to the basket. Joel Embiid.
Wow, strong is right.
Inverted turn that time. Shook them both.
Yes, he did. Both big guys came down there. Nice cut again.
Tatum finishes.
Again, Robert Covington lost sight of the ball, man, and Tatum just back cut him and got a easy little layup.
Jason Tatum has 18 points. Back inside to Embiid. Baines on him. And Embiid another spin and scores, and he's come out after that timeout with purpose here in the last 2 Philadelphia possessions.
Give that man the ball.
80, first rookie with a triple-double in a playoff game. Embiid has Baines on him again, and Joel Embiid. Wow, pretty little flip to the basket. The one-hander goes. He's been a beast in this 3rd quarter.
I mean, everything he's doing right now is with strength and purpose, taking it right to the front of the rim.
8 of his 21 points coming in the quarter. Marcus Smart left open again and hits it this time. During the playoffs, 20 out of 21, scoring nearly 118 a game. And look at all the assists as well, moving it beautifully. Baines, yes! Around and down it goes. Aaron Philadelphia is 3 for 16 from behind the arc. Saric gets inside the paint.
Yeah, the Celtics have made 8 more threes than the Sixers, but Saric was like, he just knocked Terry Rozier completely off him and got to the hole. And the turnover with this group, good hands and very active defensive group for Philly.
Horford turns it over. Now Simmons all the way in. Two-handed jam by Ben Simmons. Back will be Thursday right here on TNT. And then it'll go to ESPN Saturday. Back on TNT Monday and then Wednesday if necessary. Out of the timeout, Rozier to Horford.
Nice play.
Waiting. He'll take it himself. Misses. Up ahead on the breakaway. Tatum runs it down and throws it down. Are the Sixers. And Simmons is fouled. Count the basket. Simmons goes to the hole, draws the foul. Had a chance at a three-point play. Been his go-to, and he's needed scoring. And Boston was able to open up their biggest lead. Now it is at 11. Horford for 3. Oh, it's true. Al Horford, 19 points. And his first three-point made.
Raining threes here in the Garden.
Bellinelli answers. That's a long 2 for Bellinelli. Did the Sixers. So there's a lot made about their offense, and it is high-powered, and it does move well, but their signature is their defense. That's what allows them to get going. Whoa! Shane Larkin. Boston lead. They have the ball. 45 seconds remaining in the third. Morris. And it is Smart who gets the rebound. And he scores! Count the basket and a foul! The game starts and you watch how Boston goes through their stuff. You forget the idea that they're missing so many pieces. Wow, that was a quick strike. It's right from Simmons. Smart. Now Morris gives it up. Larkin on the drive, and Larkin comes up short. Embiid camping on the other end, and he'll throw it down. Walking up the floor, and now Smart will give it up. Rozier's wide open. Another three is good for Terry Rozier. 4 for 22 from behind the arc. Rozier all the way. The seas parted for him. Another opportunity here for the Sixers. Chance with a 3 to get within single digits. You look at inside. The cut by Bellinelli, and he scores. And it is a 10-point game now. Saric to Bellinelli. Quieting down this crowd for the moment. Sixers knowing they need a defensive stand. Tatum gives it to Morris. And Morris hits.
Nice cut by Morris there. Tatum got himself kind of caught up in the air, nowhere to go.
Joel Embiid for 3. Yes, sir. Larkin finds Horford from his spot. He's got it. Back-to-back games scoring 26, which matches a career high. Embiid up and over the head. And an answer by the Sixers coming out of that timeout. 10-point game again. Boston with the ball and the lead as we approach the 5-minute mark of Game 1 of this best-of-7 Eastern Conference semifinal matchup. Marcus Morris draws the double team. Rozier pull another 3. And he will hit another 3. This guy's unconscious. To slip 2 spots. Oh, that was between the legs. Not just between his own legs, Simmons, but between Horford's legs as well. What a pass.
Wow. Looks like he's playing for the Patriots. He hiked that one
through the wickets.
Yes.
2 pair of wickets. Here's Tatum now. He goes again, and he scores on Embiid. A little shot for Ben Simmons. who's also a rookie, but injured all last year in the NBA, as J.J. Redick gets a quick shot up and in.
Yeah, I think when Philly looks at this game tape, they're going to see some threes that they like, that they shot, but they're going to see a lot of defensive possessions, Brian, that they did not get the effort or the concentration that they needed throughout that possession there. And, a lot of things that Sixers have to work on, but the Celtics have got to be so happy to play that closeout game 2 days ago, come here tonight, this opening night, and have shots like that going in, Rozier being on fire. And they got a lot of stuff to work on. And, you know, again, as I said, the Celtics are feeling really good, getting contributions from a lot of guys and playing with so much confidence.
Here's Rozier again. Why not? Why not? And they are going to take a Game 1 win to the house here, 117-101. Back to the drawing board for Brett Brown and the Philadelphia 76ers. Impressive performance by the C's.
Yeah, no